Welcome. What's up? It is Jelly Roll Friday. You know how we do it here. How is everybody? It's been a minute, but I'm here. Just been taking care of some things, trying to wrap up the whole car debacle. As you know, if you've watched me for a while, I did not have a car for like a year and a half. It was a while. I did videos kind of wherever I was outside on by restaurants, near stores. I was riding the bus and just using the public transportation. A lot of Ubers and Lyfts, and finally got a vehicle. Thanks be to God. And I had it 3 weeks, and somebody crashed right into it and just completely demolished it. So I only had a vehicle for 3 weeks, and now I'm back in a rental. It's crazy. Life is just something. It just keeps you on your toes, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe God has jokes and he cracks himself up laughing. But in my expense, sometimes it's fine. Sherry, what's up, darling? Thank you for reposting the stream, woman. How you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Miss Sherry's always here. God love you, girl. Thank you so much. Miss Sherry is always here every time I get on here and cut the fool. Sherry is here, and she has been here and tolerated me for so long. And I really hope I get to meet you someday, Miss Sherry, because you are amazing, girl. What's going on, everybody? Oh, golly, what you know what? There's so much news. It's hard to keep up. It's just, I got so many freaking news stories. I keep so many of them, and it's still not everything. It's just so much happening. So I guess I just try to put a few subjects in the subject line, and we just take it from there, bro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. I guess Merry Christmas back to you, darling. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Sherry J. Miss Sherry J in the house. Follow her over on X, if you know what's good for you. So yeah, it's a busy week. The president just got ended another wonderful rally. And was he in Pennsylvania? He might have, or was it North Carolina? But the president was just at a rally. He's going back to doing rallies. I love when he does rallies. I wish I could just go to all the rallies and just meet with MAGA family just at every location across the country, and just go from one to another, because we're coming up on the midterms and he is campaigning. So I don't know if you are so moved and you are interested. We need MAGA candidates to get rid of these rhino shitbags that have been absolutely stealing House and Senate seats and are doing absolutely nothing for the people of your respective states. So if you are so moved, go ahead and pray about it. Oh, girl, me too. Have you ever been to one? They are the most exciting thing ever. It is just like electrifying. It is electrifying. If you have not been to a Trump rally, if he comes anywhere near your town, you got to go. It's just the whole, like, it's it's a thing. It's a thing. If you want to wait until it starts to warm up a little bit, he's going to be all over the place campaigning with candidates for the House seats and the Senate seats, because we got to keep this. We got to keep the House. We got to keep the Senate. We got to get a majority in the Senate. They got to get rid of this filibuster and these damn blue slips and all of this political garbage that has done nothing to enhance the lives of the people that they say they represent. Their little handshakes and their little slips in the Senate is such bullshit. I cannot even tell you. They have been blocking President Trump's agenda since 2016, but apparently, like yesterday, I guess they got the Senate confirmed 100 of Trump's nominees so that he can get it popping up in here, because this golden age is coming, whether you like it or not, Democrats or rhinos or whoever you are who thinks that you're going to keep standing in the way of what God intended. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. I'm amped up tonight. Amped up. What's up, Miss Jackie? Miss Jackie says, many blessings. Merry Christmas. Bella lady, and I love how God blesses us who truly love Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. This nation in POTUS, and beauty comes from the inside and outside. Absolutely. Thank you, Jackie. That is beautiful. We have the opportunity of a lifetime right now with our president. He needs our support. He needs to know that we are here and we stand with him with his agenda. He has done absolutely more in 11 months than any other president. Any other president, bro. It ain't even close. It ain't even a race, bro. Excuse you. Things that he is doing that other presidents just wished that they could even think of doing, like getting back the Panama Canal. That they would never. They would start bursting into flames. Bro, they wouldn't even conceive of something to that degree. Like mass deporting illegals and dragging them out of here, despite all of the retards and these protesters, despite their opposition, he's still just keeping it popping, keeping it moving. And he has the absolute most pristine, best, well put together PR team on planet freaking Earth. Have you seen the videos that are coming out of like DHS, CBP? Honey, they got rap songs. They got country. They got video that tracks with the ideas and kind of what they're conveying and what they're doing, and it's perfect. I'm gonna play some of them because they are freaking fire. They're fire. These videos, Pete Hegseth, they are fire. Yes, girl, every day. Every day. Thank you, Holy Jesus, right now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for President Trump. We love you, Lord. We thank you on this Shabbat. Thank you, Jesus. I don't care if you don't like it when I say Shabbat. Go on and head on up out of here. I really don't care. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to hear no bull crap about I don't care. I ain't getting into the weeds. I ain't arguing with you. I am who I am. You be who you want to be. I'm trying to flex on you. I ain't trying to flex on nobody. But I'm gonna do what God loves, because I'm gonna answer to him, not some podcaster or some junkie or somebody who's got a stick up their ass about something they don't know nothing about. So we're gonna do it like we do it to it up in here. It's getting hot in here. So we are going to keep this moving. Have you seen such President Trump is having Pete Hegseth blow them boats up. Get them out of here. Move them out, move them up, blow them up. Rawhide, get them out of here. Get them out. Why are there still drug boats that are attempting to drop poisons off in this country? Why are they still doing this? You gonna get blown the hell up. What? We ain't playing no games no more. This shit goes way back. When you start talking about Venezuela and how much they owe to the United States, people can try to talk crap about it all day long. But honey, American soldiers built the Panama Canal. One of my best friends in the world, her dad was a command sergeant major. He met his wife, her mother, in Panama. He was a soldier, command sergeant major, was helping to build the Panama Canal. We built that shit. We built that. That belongs to us, as President Trump clearly says, and he's 100% right. We put all the manpower into it. We put all the money into it. We put all the materials into it. Every bottle of glue, every nail, every piece of lumber, every metal frame. We built the Panama freaking Canal, bro. And Venezuela turns around and gives it away. It's brothers in Chicago, where I'm from, who will blow the nails off your fingers for less. Y'all, people better come correct. You better come correct, or don't come at all. How about that? Stop talking if you have nothing valuable to add, Democrats. And apparently Rand Paul and Thomas Massey, who have lost their freaking minds. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I have no idea what happened to that female, other than the president wouldn't back her for running for Senate. Why? She was in a safe seat in Congress. Whatever. I ain't going there. She follows me on X still, I think. She did for a while. I don't know what happened to her. He mentioned that at the rally tonight. You can't look, if folk is going to crash out, you ain't got nothing to do with that. You just got to keep it pushing, and you got to do what you know to do and do what's in your heart that's right, because you don't want to put your name on something that's going to fail. So whatever, let's keep it moving. We built the Panama Canal. We spent all the money. That was us. Venezuela didn't have no money. They had already bet the house on perpetual high oil prices. They didn't have no money. The price of oil crashed. They didn't have a damn dime. They were depending on us. Why do you think we were there in the 70s, bro? Excuse you. The Panama Canal belongs to us. Let's go far and talk about that shit. Let's talk about the drug trade. I can bring up articles from even 2009 talking about the cartel of the Suns. The one they're talking about now that the Democrats like Chuck Schumer say it doesn't exist. Yeah, just like Jerry Nadler said back during the George Floyd riots that Antifa didn't exist. It's a myth. It's a myth. It's a myth. Oh, but somehow they keep killing folk and keep destroying property and keep showing up and looting and burning down Wendy's, but they're quietly but mostly peaceful protesters. Got it. They said the cartel of the Suns, that is a Venezuelan gang of cartels, cartel bosses. Oh, it's just a myth. It doesn't exist. But yet they've been run. Then are those imaginary boats that are out in the water that Pete Hegseth that just keep getting blown up? Are they imaginary, like ghost ships or something that have like 1,200 horsepower on the boat, but claim they're fishing boats? Fishing? Fishing? You don't fish at 100, 200 miles on nautical, 100 nautical miles on the water. That's not fishing. What? What? That's stupid. Who even believes that? That's why the Democrats have such a low approval rating in Congress. I have a video about that somewhere around here. Nobody likes these people because all they do is freaking lie to you. You cannot gauge your life with somebody who lies to you all the time. What if you go to your doctor and they just want to just cut on you? Believe me, I've seen the episodes of American Greed where doctors just cut on people and then file false insurance claims to get a bunch of money. You should watch American Greed. I'll get to that later on in the show. But I've been away for a minute, so I got a lot to say. So bear with me. I'm going to be all over the place. But it's Jelly Roll Friday, so who gives a shit? Actually, let me tell you, the Venezuelan people who are there. Let me show you what's going on with them. But actually, I hate it for y'all, but Venezuela, y'all owe us a lot of money. Like the last 4 years, we took in millions of your people. We gave them all under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the Hindu Horus, we gave them billions, almost trillions of dollars in aid of every sort, welfare, like nobody can ever believe. Medical, free everything, free. Y'all owe us. I sure hate it for you, but y'all owe us. What's up, foundational Black alien? How you doing, my brother? God bless you. Thank you for reposting that stream. What's up? The people of Venezuela want, hold on. This is another one. Let me see if it's this one. Here we go. So this is what is happening in Venezuela. Lord Jesus, this is a post from, hold on, you can follow them on X. Let me pull this in here so I can show you. I didn't intend to really talk about Venezuela much, but thank you, Waterfall, for posting the stream. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Let's get it popping in here. Look at this. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Hold, please. These are Venezuelan people, according to Visegrad 24. They are begging Maria Corina Machado with tears in their eyes to help them regain their freedom from Nicolas Maduro, who stole the seat. He's not the actual president. Remember, he had there was an election in 2024 in July. I believe it was June or July of 2023 or 2024. And I think it was her who won, or if it wasn't her, it was someone who was like more conservative, because she's kind of like liberal, but not like horrible, not a radical. But anyway, she just won the Nobel Peace Prize, but she dedicated it to President Trump like couple 3 weeks ago. And this is Maria Corina Machado. These are the Venezuelan people who are begging her to run, and because Maduro is not going to have another term, but he was voted out, but he refused to leave, just like the little fat bastard over in Ukraine. What's his name? Zelensky. So check this out. Look at what's happening in Venezuela. I don't know what he's saying. If somebody speaks Spanish, please translate this. Help them, Lord. Help these people, Jesus. Help them. In Venezuela. In Venezuela. Help them.
¿Cómo se llama?
My goodness. What's this brother? Help them.
No, vamos a te quiero mucho, te quiero mucho. Confío en que vas a estar aquí en ti. Oro por ti, que la sangre de Cristo te bendiga y te protege. Que la sangre de Cristo te bendiga, María Morena. Es mi esperanza para que mis hermanos, mis primos, mi hija, la única hija que tengo, torne a mi casa. Voy a votar, voy a cuidarte. No voy a aplicar el 1 por 20, voy a aplicar el 1 por 100. Voy a ir a cada rincón de cada pueblo, de cada verdecito de aquí del país, para llevar a toda esa gente complicada que pueda salir a votar. Dios te bendiga.
You know what? This is I'm gonna stop sharing right there, but you can find that Visegrad 24 on X posted that, and what it says is Jackie says Maria Machado, she you call him Satan. Jackie, you call Maduro Satan. He kind of is. Begging, crying. Jackie, you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish, girl? Crying for her family and begging her to take over and help their beautiful Venezuela, as this lady is begging for her only daughter she has there. See, these people do not. Oh, you're from El Salvador. Oh, right on, girl. Thank you, Jackie, for deciphering that or for translating it. They don't want to be here. You know, I'll qualify what I just said. When Maduro stole that election, that is when we didn't know anything about Trendiaragua in Aurora, Colorado. Remember when all that happened? Remember when Trendiaragua and all of that business first started to happen? And it started in Aurora, Colorado. It started because these people had been coming over under Joe Biden since January of 2021. They were hiding in the shadows. But when Nicolas Maduro, when he stole that election and would not leave, the Venezuelan people in Colorado lost their shit. They lost their collective shit. They were pissed. They were pissed. And I don't blame them. I do not. I think at the time what they wanted, they were going to come over here and collect as much money as they could, but then they were going to take their money back or send it by remittances back to Venezuela and kind of build their lives back at home. They don't want to be here. And when Maduro stole that election, the people here who are from Venezuela, they started coming out of the shadows because they were pissed. They were upset. They wanted Maduro to leave so that they could go back home. They just didn't want to go back home to him. They wanted him out. And I don't blame them for that. But the problem was they were all on welfare. We were supporting them 100%. We were paying all their medical bills. And the state did not have the money. But that's a whole nother story. I'll talk about it in another broadcast. But that's when all these videos you started to see started coming out of Aurora, Colorado, where you saw the apartments being taken over by Venezuelans because they lost their collective minds. They thought that people have been so fed up with Nicolas Maduro that there's no way he could win. But he didn't win. But he refused to leave. He refused to leave. So he continued to be a squatter in the presidential seat. And President Trump has had it. They have stolen our money. They have dumped their poisons through fentanyl into this country. And hundreds of thousands, we are well over 1 million people who have overdosed on fentanyl. Venezuela, I hate it for y'all, but things have got to change. We cannot go this way anymore. So Maria Corina Machado is I think President Trump is endorsing her to be the next leader of Venezuela. And she's better than that Claudia Sheinbaum in Mexico. She's a joke. She literally partners with the cartels. Miss Machado is very well loved, as I just showed you the video. People, they want her. She would win in a landslide. It wouldn't even be close. If some liberal tried to run for president in Venezuela, they would probably be dealt with very quickly. People of Venezuela, they're tired. They want all of this to go away. They want the cartels out. They want to be able, remember what happened in 2014, 2015, when the Venezuelan people, the hyperinflation happened because once again, they bet the house on perpetual oil prices growing or increasing, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Oil prices continuing to increase and never go down. And it was, they bet everything and just bet into the future on oil projections. And like, we'll sell you notes for 20 years into the future because we're always going to have high oil prices. So, and clearly that's not happening now. Oil prices, especially in this country, are going down. Was it Colorado Springs? Colorado, just like 2 days ago, gas was $1.90, $1.89, $1.90. So it's going even further below $2. Like, please don't tell me you don't remember when gas was over $3.50, $3.80, $4 a gallon under Joe Biden. Remember that? Because I do. That was not that long ago. I hope people don't get memory hold with that crap. Okay. So Venezuela and these Venezuelans here, they got to go home. That's why do you think President Trump is working so diligently on this, from this angle, to rid Venezuela of Nicolas Maduro and the cartels and the cartel of the sun, the gangs and all the drugs? Bro, y'all got, you got a gold mine with all the oil, you got minerals. Why are you being run into the ground by cartels who are just murdering people and never leaving and just stealing and stealing and stealing? We have had it in this country with foreigners stealing from us with both hands, robbing us blind. And we have continued to just pay these high prices with no explanation from these politicians who keep campaigning to continue to fail us. So now we've got Nicolas Maduro. He's going to have to leave. He's going to have to leave. President Trump put a $50 million bounty on his big fat wad head. He's going to have to leave. Either way, you're going to have to leave, bro. You're not going to get another term. He, excuse me, I don't have allergy pills left, so it's weird. So Nicolas Maduro is out here trying to say, oh, well, I'll surrender, President Trump, just stop blowing up the drug boats. And, I'll surrender, but I want to still be in charge of the Venezuelan military. Out means out. Figure out which foreign country you're going to be exiled to. Not here. We don't want Nicolas Maduro here. We don't want him here. You don't go buy a place in Miami like Volodymyr Zelensky did. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. Like, I'm done with foreigners. Hate it for you. I'm done. Causing too much trouble. We got to get our hands wrapped around and start to control the out of control spending, the out of control welfare frauds, the out of control money that has been given to the hands of Somali pirates. And now I'm seeing Haitian pirates. And their fraud. No more foreigners. I'm done. I'm done. I have been saying for at least 5 years, I want at least at the very bottom basic, here we go, 5-year moratorium on all immigration. I don't want illegal. I don't want legal. I don't want H-1B. I don't want anybody from outside coming to live here. Maybe you can visit, but you're going to have to pay a very large fee. And by the way, you will be tracked. I'll put an ankle monitor on your monkey ass. You ain't staying. You can't stay. Oh, you vacationing in New York for a week? Here, this bracelet on. Put this ankle monitor on and you will be tracked. Because we're going to make sure that you get your ass up out of here on that plane. You're not overstaying nothing. I've had it. Every country has been robbing us blind for 100 freaking years. I want you all out. That's just where I'm at. And I'm not apologizing. You were a legal resident, but since the last election was stolen from our president, you became a citizen. Congratulations. And you will stand by what you believe. And all these criminals, yeah, Biden was a despicable. And yes, Christians are being persecuted in Nigeria. That's why President Trump had to get involved. And he said, if y'all do not stop persecuting Christians, it's about to be a serious misunderstanding over there. And lo and behold, was it Nigeria and the Congo? Peace deals. President Trump brokering another peace deal. Yeah. Y'all seeing them Venezuelan drug boats, and you know that man ain't playing. We will move your stupid ass up out of here. So, the soldiers, let's just go ahead and segue a little bit. Yes, soldiers got a nice surprise when they woke up this morning, and I don't really need a video for it. I made a video earlier because I was out at the military installation. I go out there for, just to buy food and go to the PX and buy electronics and household goods and whatever else at the post exchange is what it's called. We call it the PX. And my God, it was crowded. It was crowded oh my God, like the whole restaurant is never full, never. And today, there's soldiers and their families everywhere shopping, standing in line. I was like, it took me almost an hour in line to get through the line. It's usually I'm in and out quick. Get through that line today. You know why? Because these soldiers got that check. They got that check. Oh, Miss Jackie, God bless you. That's the plan, girl. That's the plan. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And congratulations. We are glad that you are a citizen of this great nation. You came in the right way and you became a citizen. You didn't strut up in here under Joe Biden and start putting your hands out. Gimme, gimme, gotcha. Gimme, gimme, gimme freebies. Gimme, 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 gimme. Miss Jackie worked her butt off and became a citizen. So God bless you, girl. Immigrants, there's a difference. Immigrants are grateful. Immigrants wave the American flag. Immigrants assimilate. Immigrants love America. Illegal aliens don't. All they want is to steal our money and live a better life than they could ever live in their home country. And then they send their money back by remittances and make their country rich. Immigrants love America. Illegal aliens don't. Soldiers got $1,776 today. They woke up and in their bank account, they were like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I wish that had happened when me and my husband were active duty. Oh my gosh. It's called, President Trump called it the warrior dividend. And it's a dividend check. It is, as I explain it, and I'll keep doing it, dividend is when a company is doing well and the dividend checks go out to the shareholders. This is a dividend check. It's not a stimulus. A stimulus, the root word is stimulate. That means it's temporary. Stimulus is like a payday loan. Okay. This was not a stimulus. The American taxpayers were not on the hook for this 1776. The taxpayers had nothing to do with this. This came straight from tariffs. Tariffs are the income to this country from these foreign countries who have been robbing us blind for 50 to 75 years, especially after World War II. Their ATM machines started, and we ain't even have ATMs back then. So the soldiers are getting a dividend. They got a dividend check. And yes, thank you, Miss Sherry. I went out there and I was talking to the soldiers. So nobody can gaslight me on this issue. In fact, a retiree, when I went to have lunch out, I was at lunch, and the retiree, he was standing next to me, and he said, it's never this crowded in here. What's going on? I said, the soldiers got a $1,777. They got a $1,776 dividend check. And this retiree, he retired from the Army, and he said, I thought that was fake. I said, no. You see all these soldiers in here? Just ask one of them. I've already asked them. They all got a dividend check today. He said, so Trump really did that? I said, yes, he did. Yes, stop listening to the media. Yes, when Trump says he's going to do something, he does it. No matter what you think about him, he said he was going to do it, and he did it. He couldn't say nothing. That old brother couldn't say shit. He knew I was right, and he couldn't gaslight me, and he couldn't say, well, it ain't happening. You see all these soldiers in here spending this money. They were in the PX buying big screen TVs and big screen TVs and Beats headphones and they kids, they had their children with them. Their carts were full of merchandise. Honey, they had the gift wrap line, the volunteers who come to help gift wrap. Y'all don't want me to wrap your gift. I can't wrap gifts good. They had the gift line wrap was so long that like these soldiers are just happy. Honey, I seen some new vehicles in the parking lot with the drive out tags on them. Some of them used it as a down payment on a new vehicle. This and it's symbolic for 1776. And it's some haters out here who are throwing shade on it. Well, how come the veterans didn't get it? Because it's for active duty soldiers, stupid. That's why. It's for active duty. Those who are serving right now. And some haters, because it's all haters, drinking that haterade. Don't nobody care. Choke on it. Because you ain't signing no checks. You didn't send direct deposits to soldiers today. Trump did. While you're throwing shade on it, they're talking about, oh, that's all 1776. What the fuck did Biden ever send these soldiers? See, y'all gonna make me cuss. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to. But these haters, look, Biden, what was it? $600 stimmy check. A stimmy check. All he did was turn around and pay the taxes on it. It was a payday loan. Stimulus checks are payday loans. They help you now, but when you go to file your tax return, you got to claim it as income. So you're still going to pay on it. All it was a payday loan. Sherry, you're so funny. Girl, they drinking, they just gargling down that damn haterade. Don't nobody care about these stupid ass liberals. They, no matter what Trump does, it don't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He just had the drug makers in his Oval Office today announcing that the price of drugs were going to go down like 80%. Hold on. But God bless President Trump and for giving soldiers a reason to continue to be warriors to protect our nation. Democrats don't want these soldiers to protect us. They want them over in foreign countries with their bankers wars so they could, be the boys and play with the toys to make the noise for these military contractors. That's all they want. They just want our soldiers to die for nothing. Shit on these politicians. Stupid. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. Yeah, so President Trump getting it done. Thank God, getting it done for soldiers. Let me find this video that I wanted to talk about today. Oh, where is it? I was going somewhere with that. Yeah, the oh, by the way, the economy, there's money that went back into the economy because these soldiers are spending money, hundreds of millions, probably billions of dollars today. Honey, they're going to spend all of them dividend checks. That $1,776 is going back into the economy to stimulate the economy, and the CPI numbers are going to be off the charts next month. Just wait. It's got a boost because the soldiers got a boost, and they putting the money back into the economy. Oh yeah, these let's see. Let's see. I'll talk about that one in a minute, but I think this might be it. Let's see. Dang it, that's the same one. Sorry. Oh, please. You guys know I'm going to find it somewhere. I think this might be it. Well, okay, here's one of them. I think this is RFK speaking. There's one that listed the drug prices, but this is Secretary of HHS. I work for them now because I would love to represent them with him in there. With him in there. Let me see if somebody, no, nobody really posted about it, but here, we're going to watch this real quick. This was this morning, and these drug manufacturers are in there dropping it like it's hot. They're dropping these drug prices like a hot pot of grits on the stove. Look here, drug prices for insulin, which President Trump already did that in the first month of his new term. But let's listen to Secretary Kennedy talking about how President Trump has worked with these drug companies who are now, because they've been stealing $1 trillion from us with these high-ass drug prices for decades. And now they're going to give back because President Trump will put the smack down on their ass. Check this out.
President Trump asked us to do three things. One, to deliver the lowest prices in the world and make this affordable for Americans. Number two, to do it in a way that we would not hurt innovation, that we would keep America as the incubator and the dominating force in innovation around the world. And three, to bring drug manufacturing home to this country. I can tell you by the end of this term, 95% of the drugs we will have MFN. In other words, Americans will be paying the lowest price in the world, or 95% of the drugs. You talk about affordability. People are talking about affordability.
Yep.
Nobody has done anything for affordability greater than this.
That's right.
So I want to thank you, President Trump, for your leadership, for your vision, and for your...
Now, remember, Robert F. Kennedy has been working on this for 30 plus years. He has been in the background, but he has been very vocal in twisting the arm of these big pharma and big healthcare companies based on his personal experience. He has been an advocate for American citizens, healthcare, and pharmaceutical care for 30 years. He didn't just start this from HHS. That's why President Trump appointed him. Go on, Mr. Kennedy, sir.
Relentless harassment of us to make sure this all got done. And I really want to just thank all of the CEOs, all these companies for coming to the table in good faith, working out a very, very pragmatic agreement that allows them to continue to do the innovation that is going to save lives and alleviate suffering around the world, and do it in a way that is more fair to the American people. Thank you.
He said right there at the end, that's going to be more fair to the American people. Okay? Remember, what we've learned is that we, the people, the citizens, the taxpayers, have been paying we have been subsidizing healthcare and pharmaceutical drugs for Europe, for Canada, and for other parts of the world for decades. when you have heard people say, well, we should have a healthcare system like Canada because everything's free. Oh, we should have a healthcare system like the UK because everything's free. Why the frick do you think it was free for them? Because we were paying for it. All these years, we have been paying for their healthcare. So not only have we been paying for the healthcare through Medicaid of illegal freaking aliens, we have been paying for the healthcare. And not just aliens, immigrants too. We've been paying for everybody. We have been paying so that other countries could enjoy MFN, which is most favored nation status. Canada had it. The UK had it. Other parts of the world had it. They would go to the drug companies, or excuse me, the drug companies would go to these foreign countries, to the European Union countries, and say, you know, we've got this new drug that we created in America using American taxpayer money, using American labs, using American innovation. And we've developed this drug that we think your people would benefit from. And these countries would say, yeah, well, we're not paying full price for it. And the pharmaceutical companies would just say, okay, we'll just charge it back to the Americans. The taxpayers will take care of it. Fuck. Foundational Black alien, 100%. 100%. Where's my reparations? Where are my healthcare reparations and my drug reparations? So what's happening now with that announcement is that these foreign countries who have been stealing from us are not stealing from us anymore. President Trump is not allowing it. We're not paying all the bills. We've been paying their bills since the end of World War II, through the Marshall Plan. The Marshall Plan was developed after World War II to rebuild Europe. Do you know who finally stopped it in 2017? Donald Trump. The crank far left, the Democrats and the stupid Reiner Republicans went absolutely apoplectic. We've been paying their bills. Love you too, girl. We'll see you later. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. We've been paying their bills since, what, 1945? Jesus Christ. It's almost 2045. Nah, cuz. Nah. I'm trying to find that, dang on it. Hold, please. I am so sorry. I've got to find. Let me see if this is it. This is it. This is the one. And this is posted by Eric Daughtry over on X. Follow him if you would. And this is the president is speaking. God, dog. We have been robbed for decades. We've just been robbed. And if you think about it, our family members who have already passed on and gone to be with the Lord, they were paying all these exorbitant prices and taxes, and they didn't get to live their full lives because of what these bastards have done to us for decades. But now President Trump is remedying this problem, and we're not going to be paying the world's bills anymore. You guys are not going to be able to come into the restaurant, into the bougiest restaurant in town, and party and drink up a bill for $2,000 and then turn around, say you go into the bathroom, and then you turn around and walk out the front door and you leave the American taxpayers with the tab. You're not going to be able to do it no more. Check this out. This is from, as I mentioned, Eric Daughtry. Blood thinners are going from, he said, wow, President Trump is shocking the quote experts, listing off medication prices being cut a jaw-dropping amount. Look at this. Blood thinners from $7.50 down to $16. Listen, I'll let the president tell you. This is life-changing. This is life-changing. If you vote Democrat at this point, turn off my video. Don't talk to me. Don't come near me. Don't say nothing to me. I don't want to be anywhere near you because I don't want to catch what you have. This man is literally helping the American citizens save billions, trillions of dollars after we have been raked over the coals for the last God knows how long, and you still talking bullshit about dumb things that I don't care about. If you ain't talking about my money, we ain't talking. I'll let the president tell you.
$750. Think of that, $750, and that's the number one blood thinner. I don't want to know about that. I take an aspirin. To less than $16. Think of that. Bristol Myers Squibb, great company, both great companies, will cut the price of HIV medication, Raytaz, from nearly $1,500, $1,500 to $217.
Amazing.
And it will cut the cost of hepatitis B medication, Baraclude, from $1,400 to $413.
Absolutely amazing.
Gilead will cut the hepatitis C medication, Epclusa, from nearly $25,000 to less than $2,500. And all prices are like that because we're bringing them down to the world's lowest price, everything. And these people, 750.
Dude, this is going to change people's lives. From hepatitis C drug down from $25,000 down to $2,500. These blood thinners that run 700, a lot of people use these. My daughter was on them. From $7.50 to $16. Don't talk shit to me about President Trump, because I will cuss your ass till you can't stand up straight. Okay? Don't bother me. I don't want to hear it. Look, I'm over it. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of these politicians who are Democrats, who are running on nothing but performative bullshit. You're actors, every one of you. You're useless. You have done nothing for your constituents, and the game is up. The jig is up. People know what you are. People know that their lives have not improved the last 4 years when you people had complete and total control. The world was a mess. President Trump has stopped 8 wars in 8 months. You people did nothing but accelerate to World War III. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. And I'm going to get to a couple of other stories because I do want to talk a little bit about the Brown University shooter and that whole thing, because I haven't chimed in on it yet. And it is just, It is. This is the most retarded shit I've seen. This is stupid. This is a circus. So let's talk about this Rob Reiner bullshit though. Y'all see what happened to his bitch ass the last week, and I don't give a crap. Him and his so-called wife Michelle, they tortured their son and had Trump derangement syndrome to levels that are stratospherically dangerous for themselves and the ones everybody around them. And I think personally their son just got sick of it. He is the one who took him out. It's crazy town how this happened. God was sick of Rob Reiner. People can say whatever they want. I don't care if they like what I say or not. God's word clearly says, touch not mine anointed and do my prophet no harm. That is a warning. Look at Nancy Pelosi. She is being eaten alive from the inside out. She can't hardly stand up. She has to have help to go halfway across the room. She talks like she's just on her last leg. She can't do anything for herself. She can't go to the bathroom for herself. The old guard is dying off. And it can't come soon enough to save the world. These people accelerated us to World War freaking III. That would have been a nuclear war. Everybody would have died, except them, of course, because they would have gone to their bunkers and they would have been spared and their children would have been spared. These individuals, look at Mark Zuckerberg and that enormous compound that he has and the bug out and post-apocalyptic life that he has built for himself and his Chinese Communist Party spy wife and their family and their house. It's big business. Bug outs, prepper, building massive fallout shelters is what it used to be called back in the day. And bunkers. Because see, their plan was to completely and totally just annihilate everybody, go into nuclear war, have a nuclear winter, and everybody else plant life and block out the sun and everybody just perish while they just lived lavishly in their bunkers and their compounds. You should look at some of the videos on YouTube of, or wherever, Mines, if Mines is still a thing, Rumble, some of the other more alternative video streaming platforms and video posting platforms. These individuals have built very extremely lavish bug out spots for themselves, to the point where they have like this thing that created this alternative view that looks like beautiful trees and rivers and streams, and but it's really like under the earth until the nuclear is it half-life of all the nuclear devices going off, where they have to wait a period of years before they can even come outside, but they'll live very comfortably. I said all that to say this. Rob Reiner was one of the individuals who literally worked with the CIA to try to destroy Donald Trump. Like, you have to have an entire freaking like world organization to try to take down one dude? One dude. Why was it so important to take down one dude? That means like millions of you people. Not millions, I won't say that, because these retarded leftists and they're foaming at the mouth. They don't matter. They're just stupid. But I'm talking about like 1,000 or so of these individuals who have worked religiously for the last 10 years to do everything they could to take Donald Trump down. They tried to assassinate him in front of everybody. Thank you, Barb. You are absolutely right. Castle Rock Entertainment, that was Rob Reiner's video production company. That's right. They tried to take him down, tried to assassinate him in front of the entire world 3 different freaking times. That we know about. There were probably others. Actually, there were others. Matter of fact, there was an attempt on his life when he came here in October of 2016 to Colorado. He had he was like delayed or something. And the stuff, and, you know, Secret Service and all that were like, you know, sir, are you sure you want to go on with this? And he's like, I'm going to Colorado. That is the last stop for tonight, and I'm going. This man was doing like 8 freaking rallies a day in 2016. He was just going. The man, he's a machine. He's a special sort. We'll never have another just mortal man like that. Never. It's not possible. So they tried to take him out. They did everything they could to try to take him out. They tried to ruin his reputation. They tried to parade 16 wrinkled up, broke down, stanky, old, disgusting, pathetic, broke down, out the door, beat down, back to back, stankified, old, wrinkled, liver-spotted demons from the 1840s to try to say he assaulted them. 16 of these hoes. I remember this vividly. He beat every one of them. And he turned around and sued them. And they all had to retract their miserable statements. Every one of these psychotic hoes was on some kind of serotonin reuptake inhibitor, and they were all crazy. Every one of them. If you can imagine a bunch of E. Jean Carrolls running around, all ugly as hell, old, beat down, wrinkled, pathetic. He assaulted me, bitch. He wouldn't even be able to stand the smell of you. He's a germaphobe. Spare me, please. Don't flatter yourself. Ugh. They brought these people out, paid them a bunch of money, used Gloria Allred, that dumb, another has-been, old hag, and her daughter, paraded these females out to try to destroy Trump. Didn't happen. They brought out E. Jean Carroll. They brought out freaking, who's that other one? Stormy Daniels. 5-head. With that 5-head. She ain't got a 4-head. She got a 5-head. They trotted that rotten, the burning down the house old hoe out. She tried to come out with, who was that one? They said he's going to be the next president. Her attorney. Dude, there wouldn't be room in life to make enough movies to cover all the circuses that have happened the last 10 years to try to take down Donald Trump. Stormy Daniels had to start stripping again to pay back the legal fees because President Trump sued her broke ass, and he should have. He had every right to, because she lied. Avenatti. Yeah, that was his name. Avenatti. annoying little funny looking Avenatti looking like a Disney character. Michael Avenatti, that's what his name was. Working with Michael Cohen. All tried to destroy Trump, and all of them had to go through court, bro. Dude, the Trump curse is real. You don't even try to like gaslight me. And it goes back to President Trump trying to do. And God said, touch not mine anointed and do my prophet no harm. That is a warning. That is a stark warning. And look what is happening to all of these individuals, thousands of them who have tried to take him down, politicians, athletes, movie stars, so-called movie stars, celebrities. I'll just say performers, because that's all they are, is performers. Just taken off the board. I'm telling you, this is real. This is a spiritual battle, and they're losing, and they know it. Rob Reiner was not just sitting on the sidelines. Rob Reiner was actively trying to destroy this man. He used his social media. It was every freaking day, several times a day. When Twitter was still owned by Jack Dorsey, every single day. He's Hitler, he's this, he's that, he's Stalin, he's this, he's that, he's a rapist, he's this, he's that. Rob Reiner got some demons he really shouldn't have coming out. There's been some allegations about him and children, and he should have probably just shut up. But that's probably what he was trying to hide. Wasn't he like tied up with Jeffrey Epstein, like a lot of Hollywood performers have been over the last 25 years? And he knew Trump knew what he was up to. Look at this. He literally worked with two of the worst. He made a freaking movie about it. He was so dug in to try to destroy Trump. He met with Obama. He's tied up with Obama, tied up with these clowns, these spooks, John Brennan and James Clapper. I didn't even know that. Who posted this? Oh, Svetlana Lakova. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Svetlana Lakova, darling. Even Cynical Publius. Let me see what he said. Posted amid renewed 2025 debates on Russiagate investigations that were all turning up the truth about the Russiagate. It was just theater. It was all theater. It was all completely and totally made up. Asking if it depicts footage of Rob Reiner interview. Yes, the video originates from a legitimate February 2018 CNN event titled, quote, Democracy Under Attack, where the participants discuss Russian interference in the 2016 US election based on classified intelligence assessments. Bullshit. But we'll go with it. What they're referring to is Donald Trump, because see, he was the target of this whole Russiagate bullshit. I can't listen to much of this because all they talk about is democracy, democracy. Democracy is under attack. Democracy. We live in a constitutional republic, assholes. Oh, I forgot. You ain't here no more, are you, Rob? Check this out.
Either person can sit at either place.
Either place.
Whatever is good for you.
I don't think either one of us has a good side.
You don't
so it
have a
doesn't
good
matter.
side.
Yeah,
It doesn't
we're both
matter.
bad sides.
All right, me too. We're both of the follically challenged. So thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. The thing that to me is so frustrating is that this cataclysmic thing happened to our country, and
Cataclysmic thing happened to our country. Yeah, okay.
people don't seem to understand it, understand the gravity of it. And, you guys were talking about how, it's unusual for people who have been, how many years experience do you have
Who
between
gives
you,
a
would you
shit?
say?
Well, Jim has several hundred, I think.
Probably.
John Brennan is like part of the Muslim freaking Brotherhood. He works with the Muslim Brotherhood. Oh my God. This is like a joke. This is a joke. This is like clown show. This is a clown show. But I wanted you to see, I'm not playing the whole damn thing. I can't listen to 22 minutes of John Brennan and James Clapper. But I wanted to show you Rob Reiner directed this. This was him working with two intelligence spooks.
80 or 90
Yeah,
between the
okay,
two of us.
so here you are with all that experience. Have you ever seen anything like this happen in this country? I mean, anything like this kind of attack on our police?
Well, no, not.
Thank God Tulsi Gabbard is now the director of national intelligence and not you, you liver-spotted demon.
As disturbing as this. I mean, I'm a Vietnam War veteran. I went through all the stresses that.
Why black? Okay, I've had enough. I can't. But it's out there. Svetlana Lakova on X posted it, and he was, yeah, yep. You're so right, Barb, because that was 2018. That was before they really dropped it to it started with the leaks to the Jezebel whore Sodom and Gomorrah media. And dripping information to them so that they could put it out there, and then the impeachment hearings could begin. Yeah, we ain't doing that shit no more. Twiggy said, it's all a big circus. It's so deep everywhere. Trump is trying for us, but there are so many who hate him. Yep. They haven't taken him out and they're not going to. Nothing can stop what is coming. No matter how hard they try, no matter how many people they march out to try to be against him, no matter how many of these retarded, crank far leftist, communist, activist, Democrat judges try to keep his plan from going through, not going to be able to stop what's coming. They're not. God did not bring us this far to fail, to just turn everything over to a bunch of loser Democrats who have done nothing but turn their cities and states into war zones and third world countries like Colorado. Nothing can stop what is coming. Rob Reiner, what people freaked out when President Trump responded to Rob Reiner and his wife being murdered, and he had the exact right response. I think I read it on a video that I posted when this first happened. I don't know where common sense went, girl. I have no idea. We have it, they don't. But I read that President Trump's post, and he was unapologetic, and he should be. Screw them. Why should he apologize with his response? He was absolutely 100% correct. And there were conservatives who crashed out over this. There were too many for me to name, including, of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene and some other conservative commentators and podcasters that I have seen on a panel with Turning Point USA, some Black female. If it wasn't for Trump, I wish I could remember her name. It wasn't Candace. It wasn't her. She's not with TP USA. It's another one. And I cannot remember her name, but she crashed out over this whole issue. And I went back to find that account and I could not find it because there were so many other replies. But I've seen her on a TP USA panel and I'm like, oh, I see you, bitch. You supposed to be MAGA. All that money you made was off of Donald Trump. All your fame and your followers was because of Donald Trump. And as soon as I remember who she is, I'm busting her out and I'm putting her on Front Street. She gonna say on X that he shouldn't have said that. And, we're supposed to be the ones to have some, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said he shouldn't have said that and he should have decorum. What? Who are you? I wish I could remember her name or find that. But she was on a TP USA panel about 6 months ago. Black female or mixed. Merry Christmas to you, Twiggy. So if you can think of who that is, please pass it along. Because I will not forget, I'm roasting these conservatives who sided with Democrats. You don't ever side with Democrats. They dumped 50 million illegal aliens in this country to replace Black people, and I'm supposed to side with them. You don't ever side with them. And even if you agree with some of the things they might say, you don't side with them. Yeah. A foundational Black alien. Trump is so evil. But Rob Reiner's own son was the demise of him and his wife. That's an excellent point, brother. How come Rob Reiner didn't go? His son was homeless. His son was homeless. He was a homeless, schizophrenic drug addict. How come you didn't go find your son? Oh, that's right. You're not here no more. Whoops. God is not going to tolerate this shit no more. I refer back to all of these individuals over the years who have tried. Everybody thought that they were going to be the top dog and we're going to get him. We got him this time. We got him. We got him. Look what is happening to Fannie Willis, big ass. Look what's happening to her down there in Fulton County, Georgia. She's been testifying this past week in front of the Georgia, I think it was the Georgia Senate. And she sits there with her sanctimonious, big brassy Black woman bull crap. They don't know, but shut up. You and Nathan Wade flying back and forth to DC, talking to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, spending $700,000 on Nathan Wade, who wasn't nothing but a dang on ambulance chaser. But he was tapping all that big furry ass of yours, wasn't he? Grey Goose girl. That is, it's Grey Goose is fine, but there's better. Look at where she's at now. Look at where they were before and where they thought they were at the top of their game and they were going to destroy Trump. Look at Letitia James. Look at James Comey. All these individuals. Alvin Bragg, Fat Albert, Don't think God has forgotten what you've done. I see you awful quiet lately. Look at Maxine Waters. She can't hardly walk. They're being eaten alive on the inside for all the evil that they have done. Bill Clinton had to be rushed to the hospital this past week. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. All of them will reap the evil harvest for the evil seeds that they've sown. All right, we're going to talk a little about the Brown University shooter, and then we're getting out of here because it's getting late on a Friday night. What a circus that is. What a circus that is. Brown University, what a circus. Oh, yeah. Bill, he went to the hospital this past week, Twiggy. Yes, he did. He was in the hospital just this past week. And see, the more pictures are being released from the Epstein estate that they wanted to see so bad. You notice they ain't talking about Epstein no more, the Democrats. They don't want nothing to do with it no more. They don't want to talk about it now. They don't want to, they're good. They don't want to talk about it now. They're done talking about it. I bet they are. I bet they are done talking about it. I bet they are. This has been, when this happened, the other, oh, no, that's not it. Dang on it. Hold, please. Let me see if this is it. So this has just become a mess. It's too much to try to fully encapsulate it, but I will talk about this that I found posted by Rabbi Pupko over on X, and he talks about how, the Brown University, we all know what happened. The shooter shot up a bunch of people, killed 2 of them, and has been on the run for like a week. They supposedly haven't been able to find it. Twiggy, girl, I'm tracking. Since Brown University has spent the past 24 hours, this was the other day when this happened, scrubbing its websites of some pro-Palestinian extremism that festered on campus. I recommend people go to the Brown University Palestine Solidarity Caucus Instagram page and see for themselves the extremism on campus. See, now all the stuff is coming out about them, and they got posts about Tupac Shakur's mother, Asada Shakur. Yeah, you know, Tupac was great rapper and all this, but his mom was a terrorist. Just saying. Rise up for Gaza, free Palestine, blah, 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 okay, yeah. President Trump took care of it. Palestine is free from the river to the sea. Now shut the fuck up. We're done talking about Palestine, okay? Just cut it out. But this is Brown University, and all of their pro-Palestine propaganda bull crap, their posters, and you know, all their dirt is coming to the surface. And you know why they didn't want to answer questions, why their white liberal female professor, or president, when this first happened, I was just angry. So I posted something, white liberals are the devil. And I was referring to her, Christine, something or another. Who cares? She doesn't matter. She's useless. She should have been fired by now. She should have been fired. Actually, she should have been fired a week ago when this happened, when she was asked very directly, where is that video? God, this doggone thing, when I look for something, I should be able to find it. Hang on. She makes $3 million a year. She makes $3 million a year, and she had no idea what was happening on the campus. No idea. Okay, here's all my brown stuff. Let's see. Hold on. So one of the things that's been happening is the pro-Palestine groups demanded that the Brown University take down all of the campus cameras to protect illegal aliens from ICE raids. Okay, and students that have overstayed their visas. These groups demanded, and of course they complied because they're a bunch of white liberal wet noodle freakazoids. But here, we'll just do this really quick. I'll bring it in, and we can see. Even the media got frustrated with them. Check this out. This is Eric Daughtry on X.
And they brought put off because the sanctuary city law that we have, you don't want to recall illegal immigrants, and you don't want to provide the footage to the FBI or immigration authority. One camera and that building, it come out from your detectives. They're a friend of mine. They're angry at this investigation that these people in Brown University put the camera off.
Okay, the guy who's speaking, he's a reporter, and he speaks very strong Spanish, but he's yelling at these people who are up here who have no answers, and he is angry. And he says, I'll just read it off. The camera in that building, Brown pulled off because the sanctuary city law we have. You don't want to record illegal immigrants, and you don't want to provide footage to FBI or ICE. One camera in that building, a friend of mine, they are angry at this investigation. These people at Brown University pulled the camera, and you can't identify the person. This reporter put them on Front Street. He was angry. He's very angry because he has a friend who was in there, and the cameras had been turned off. 1,200 cameras on campus, and none of them worked. Only maybe a couple, 3, 4. Really? That's odd. Where is the video? I know I have it. Okay, well, the last refuge posted on X that I'll bring this in really quick. The last refuge posted that Brown University received a letter, as I mentioned, from 34 human rights groups in August of this year, requesting they disable their CCTV system. Human rights groups to university administrators, dismantle surveillance to defend free speech now. Open letter. So this was by the conservative treehouse, got a hold of this. I'm not reading it all, but I will say that they're protecting free speech, but they're concerned only about illegal aliens and these students whose visas have expired and they never renewed them. So they literally put people's lives at risk. And the only person who was killed, Ella Cook, I believe her name is, God bless her family. And Ella is with Jesus now. Ella was one of the few staunch conservatives on Brown University campus. And of course, he systematically destroyed her life. Democrats have nothing to say. They have resorted to violence. They are killing people across this nation. There was a physics professor, MIT, I believe it was, physics professor, who was murdered in his apartment. He had just discovered free energy, like free energy for everybody. Oh, he did. He did. He gone. He gone. Just gone. This Brown University, I wish I could find it with because I didn't got it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Ugh. God, look at this miserable, pathetic. This is the epitome of the type of female that just boils my blood. A white liberal kook female retard. Look at this. This is when this first happened. This is the president of Brown University, Christina Paxson, posted by Paul Zripla on X. Look at this ugly, look at this ugliness. Look at this creep female. Posted originally by MAGA Voice and reposted by Paul Zripla. Brown University President Christina Paxson says after 6 hours, this is when this first happened on the 13th of December. It's the 19th. And it's still not solved. She still doesn't know what went on in the engineering and physics building classroom where the gunman opened fire on Saturday. Paxson's yearly pay package is over $3 million. Fire her. Look at this.
It happened and flew right back and catching up right now.
President, with all due respect, 6 hours after the shooting, you said you don't know what was going on. With all due respect, 6 hours after the shooting, and you said you don't know what was going on in that classroom. How does that happen? Were they taking an exam? Were they meeting for a club?
I don't know. I
don't know. The reporter is frustrated. He said, how does this happen? 6 hours after this happened, were they taking an exam? What was going on? I don't know. You're the president of the university and you don't know? You don't know? You make $3 million a year. You live in a nice home in a white, liberal, gated community, and you don't know when folks' children are dead? You don't know? She should have been fired immediately with her, just for looking ugly like this. Crack whore. Dude, white liberal females are the absolute worst. They are the worst. They are the worst. They're the worst. They're the worst. Oh, great show. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Miss Twiggy. I will do it. Doggone it. These freaking crazy people. She should have been fired immediately. Immediately. She's still there. She's still there today. It's the 19th going on the 20th, and she still has a freaking job. She still has a job. Hold on. How much did they get in endowments? Hold on. Brown University endowments. Jesus, goodness gracious. Woo! All right. Here, I don't want to be the only one to see this garbage. Look at this. And then we getting off of here. It's late. I did a search. How much does Brown University get in federal endowments? $8 billion with a B, billion dollars a year. $8 billion. Supports various financial aid and student initiatives. Oh, what, like the Free Palestine movement? We should, that's taxpayer money. $8 billion in endowments. $8 billion. And all we get is white liberal losers who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Telling, and the dude who's the police chief for Providence, Rhode Island, can't even speak English good. Is he legal? Bro, this cannot happen anymore. American citizens are so fed up with this nonsense. It can't go this way anymore. But all of this is being exposed so that people can know what is going on and what we can do to fix it, because it's going to take more of American citizens being involved. I'm telling you, dude, it's going to take more of us being involved. President Trump is he's moving mountains like God has given him the strength to do. But we got to help him. It's got to be a populist movement. Got to be a populist movement. You have seen the videos of Poland lately, for instance, and Bulgaria and Eastern European countries, that where millions of people go into the public square, millions, over 1 million people in one space, and they proclaim Jesus is Lord. This is a Christian country. This is not a Muslim country. We do not accept anything but God of heaven. Where is it? And I'll find that, and that'll take us to the conclusion of this here show. But I think it's this one. That's it. It's amazing. Once again, I think it's oh no, it's based Hungary. I just saw this the other day. And I love it. We might actually be able to hear it. Some of the videos you can't really hear, but this one, this is going to take us out. Hey, you're retired at 54. Yes, we are fed up, bro. We are fed up. We have had it. We have had it. But you know what? This is how it's done. This is posted by Based Hungary on X. This is Poland. Poland rejects the European Union mandate on the migration pact. This is Poland. This is our land, our country, our rules and values. Here, Jesus Christ is our King. That gives me the chills. I love this so much. I am definitely putting Poland on the list of places to visit. Check this out. Full screen for this.
Islamskiej mamie. Tutaj nie będziecie
You're not
wprowadzać
your
żadnej
name is
historii.
Islamic rules.
Tutaj
This
jest
is Poland.
Polska.
This is
Tutaj
our land.
nasza ziemia.
Our
Nasz
country.
kraj. Nasze
rules and
prawa i
values.
zasady. Tutaj
Here,
królem jest
Jesus
Jezus
Christ
Chrystus.
is our King.
Nie interesują nas żadne dyrektywy i sporty imigrantów, które gdzieś tam sobie przydzielacie. Powtarzam, to nie nasze wojny, nie nasza kultura, nie nasza wiara i nie nasi imigranci. Islamskiej mamie.
Love it.
Tutaj
She's speaking directly to the European Union and the imams who think they can tell Poland what to do. Damn straight. If we ever did that here, it would change the trajectory of the earth. Well, I've had it. Twiggy has had it. Barb, Cuban proud American. Barb has had it. We've all had it. God bless you guys. Merry freaking Christmas. Merry Christmas, which is Jesus' birthday. And we'll just come back and do it again. Things are happening so fast, but this is good. These are the most exciting times imaginable, and we are here for it. We are here for it. And the new year is going to be based. You watch. The golden age, when the foundational black alien, he's had it. I know he's had it. FBAs have had it. FBAs have had it. We have just had it. We've had it. 2026 is going to be an amazing year. I'm speaking that in Jesus' name right now. And y'all need to agree. Because President Trump, when he says we're going into the golden age, he means it. And we'll talk definitely more about that in the coming week. Because these Democrats and these rhinos don't want you to see the golden age. They don't want you to do better. They hate it that he sent out $1,776 to soldiers. They hate it because it wasn't them giving you a $200 STEMI check. Here you go. Here you go. Here's the little crumbs. Here you go. Here's some crumbs. Like Nancy Pelosi said, we'll give you the crumbs. God bless you, sir. God bless you. Doing the Lord's work up in here. Yeah, they want us to have crumbs. President Trump wants us to go to Mars, to be wealthy and to live the American dream that was meant for American citizens, not illegal aliens. Pray for President Trump, his wife, his children, his grandchildren. Pray for each other. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you guys. We'll get together before Christmas for sure. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. Clearly, God has not brought us this far to fail. We got another chance here, but we better not waste it. Praise and peace be upon you. In Jesus' name. I will see you guys later on. Peace out.